Good morning. Today we're going to do something just a little bit different because what I want to do is try and show you the process of editing and creating a vlog post. Now obviously the first thing you've got to do is go get some footage. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm back. I've got my footage on my trusty Canon G7X Mark I. It's time to get this onto the laptop. I'll just take the quick Canate plate off the bottom. Here it is. One vlog post. So I don't, as a general rule, import stuff using the Final Cut Pro X import routines because I don't trust it to not do something silly like, I don't know, try and hide the data away somewhere and make it difficult to back it up. And I generate a lot of image files, so I need to be able to put them somewhere. Right, so first things first, let's create a new folder. Date, time, what are we calling this? Editing a vlog. Oh no, creating a vlog post. Okay, then I've got this template which just basically gives me all of the usual folders that I would put in there. Okay, so that's that. I now just need to select footage, drop it into the appropriate folder. This comes from the G7X, so it goes in the G7X folder. Got to keep things organized, you know, especially if you're going to have a few cameras. Just let that work its way into the system. If anyone's wondering about the time on this screen, yes, this is a typical editing time for me. And this is going to be a bit of an interesting one because I'm actually going to try and edit the vlog post that this is part of, if you see what I mean. It's almost sort of recursive. It's a vlog post about editing the actual vlog post about editing it, if you sort of know what I'm getting at here. I'm not even sure I know what I'm getting at, if I'm being totally honest. It makes sense in my head. And now, just delete that out of the original, the SD card. There we go. This goes back in the camera. And I also take this opportunity to just change the battery for the camera as well. So I've got a full battery for the start of every day. Come over to Final Cut Pro and create a new library. Stick that in there. I always just name the libraries as the date because I can find them by the folder. So, and also half the time I don't actually know what the title is going to be yet anyway. So, and I like all the dates to be the same so that I'm not getting confused as to which day is which. Then you go to the previous day, select the intro and outros and copy them across. Take optimized media with you. Right, first thing to do before I go and forget everything else is just increment the vlog number by 1. I'm famous for forgetting that. Then I create a new project, creating a blog post. Okay, next thing to do is to pick up that G7X folder, or I can pick up all of them, although there's nothing else in any of the other ones yet. And I just pop those over there. And hey presto, we've got a G7X keyword and it's got all that. So double click on that, so that's what I'm editing. Drop the intro in, drop the outro. And then what I do is I start going through. So like this. I use keyboard shortcuts quite a lot, by the way. So I use I for setting the in point and O for setting the out point as I'm watching through the clips. And then I just drag them down onto the storyline, I think it's called, which is this bar along the bottom. And everything skims, so.
Bought some shoes. She took ages and ages picking them out. And today, we're taking them back.
Nope. I'd like to see the waveform big, please. I'm now going to go through all of these in the order they were shot, pulling out the bits that I like and the bits that I don't from the various different clips, and just sticking them into that storyboard, skipping over the intro when I think there's a good point for the intro to be. Although actually, now that I think about it, the intro isn't going to be here, it's going to be right at the beginning, because I shot the intro into this camera just a minute ago. This is where it gets confusing for me. When you want to speed something up, you can use the Command R key, which gives you the retime options above here, and I'll just go for fast. I'm not going to do that actually, I'm just going to make it something like that. 3 seconds, yeah, that's probably about right. Perfect. Okay, and now I've put the basic bare bones of what I want in there. What I have to do is go back to the beginning and I watch it all through, and every time I feel myself getting a bit bored or thinking I already know what's going to happen, what I do is I cut the rest of that bit out, for the most part, because I like my videos to be quite pacey and hopefully not too long. Okay, the next thing to do now that I've done that is go to the create section on the YouTube Creator Studio and find some music that I think will fit with roughly what's going on in today's video, and then I import that. I'll show you that, hang on a minute. Let me just find some appropriate music. Okay, so now I've got my music, so what we do is we just plonk that into the music folder and then drag that over into the project. That's the wrong project. I'll just undo that. That's the video I've got to edit as soon as I've finished editing this one, and then I've got to shoot today's video. And then when I've done all of that, I should be fairly well caught up with everything. You might have noticed it's the next day. Yikes. Okay, so I've got my music here, and now I just go, right, I want this do it one is going to be at the beginning, so I'll stuff that up at the beginning. And you adjust the levels by dragging these bars up and down here, or this line up and down, to get the level to about right. Over here you've got transitions, so I want to put crossfade in at the back end of that. If I wait for a little bit, it will just render that. See this little dotted line up here? That will disappear once it's finished background rendering it, and then it will actually be able to play it smoothly, which will be handy. Okay. And then if I press R, it'll give me this range tool. And drag this across here. Pull that down to a bit lower so that we can hear me speaking, and I press A to go back to the normal selecting tool. Not quite right, need to move that keyframe along a little bit. A lot of it is just doing stuff over and over again until you actually think it sounds good and it works. Now I have a feeling, yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Final Cut Pro X does do that sometimes. It runs out of brain power and just kind of quits on you. It's not ideal. Luckily you don't actually lose any work when that happens. It's just a bit of a pain. Yes, ignore the problem. Probably doesn't help that I'm screen capturing at the same time, so just make there we go. The T tool will help you to move. See, it moves that cut point, so that's very helpful when it comes to getting the music in just the right place without actually altering the length of the whole thing. Then you've got these little fade things at the end here, which just, I don't know what's the right phrase. They make the music fade out, and if you right click on them you can fade in different ways, but this is usually the one I use. Okay, I'm just gonna finish putting all the music on here now, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, and there we have it. Basically done. So now the rest of the process is to render it, which is just, you know, output to master file, save it in the appropriate folder, and then upload it to YouTube. Of course, this video is going to have all of this stuff in there as well. Excellent. So now I've got the music on there. The next thing to do is to just watch it all through and see if it's okay. You know, I'll make any final cuts, move any of those little edit points a little bit, just try and make the whole thing work as well as I can together. And, you know, make sure it's telling the right story and chop out any bits that I don't think are right, all that sort of thing. Remember last week? Soph bought some shoes. She took ages and ages picking them out. And today, we're taking them back. They're not comfortable, apparently. I'm gonna wait for Jazzy to wake up properly, and then we'll do some scootering, and then we'll join you when you finish your shopping.
Yeah.
Gotta say, that sounds like a much better idea than what we did last time, where we all just hung around the shops waiting for her. You just tell me when you're awake enough, Jasper, and we'll go, okay? Here we go! I think you're too little for this ramp. Oh, that was very good. Oh, you okay? That was quite impressive for a couple of seconds. Once bitten, twice shy, I like it. It's always the skate parks he's into. And now it's time to go, okay, monkey? Yeah, this part. Okay, Jasper, so the choice is, we're gonna go get coffee with Mummy, and you can get a treat, okay? Catch again. He's officially run out of energy, so it's walking time. I always find the key with small children is to try and time it so that they don't run out of energy when you're miles from the car. Today, we failed. Hey, Soph. Yeah, okay. See you in a bit. Bye.
Do you want a special treat?
I think he wants an ice cream.
Oh, I've got a good place for an ice cream.
Do they do coffee?
Yes.
Good, because I'm gagging. Ooh, ice cream time! Here you go, Jazzy. Look at the size of that ice cream. What have we done? Yeah, at least you get your shopping done. Fantastic.
Apart from the coffee.
Yeah, we've run out of Nespresso cards. It's a critical problem. Yeah, he was doing tricks all over the place, weren't you, Jasper?
What tricks did you do, Jazzy?
Jump down and down motion.
Whoa.
Up motion.
Down motion and up motion. Whoa.
That was such a yummy coffee. Right, now we've got to get Jasper back to the car. Not in the water, Jasper. Not, what did I tell you? Beep beep. Back to his beloved skate park. That kid's nuts. Mummy's coming, Jazzy. Wherever we live when he gets a bit older, we're going to have to hope it's got a good skate park nearby.
It's going to have to be... Where's like skate park heaven? Oh, Barcelona's quite good for that.
Actually, our local town's not too bad.
Whoa.
Oh!
Man down.
He just gets up and he's perfectly cheery every time he's come down so far. Even the times I thought, oh, that's going to hurt. There were some bigger boys and I think he was just like, no, I'm hard, I'm good. I reckon with this level of enthusiasm, he's going to be at least reasonably good at this sort of thing when he gets older. Oi, maniac! Now! We've bribed him with bread in an attempt to get away from the skate park. So far so good. Shh, don't tell him. Bribery all the way with small children. What you do is you say, excuse me if you want to go past somebody. Excuse me, sorry. Come on. Oh, this is that fake roundabout they put in. I remember hearing about this on the news. Crazy idea. Supposed to slow down traffic by confusing them. Just cross right over here, okay? Right, straight across the crazy non-existent roundabout. And it's off home. Well, that was fun. I seem to have forgotten to talk about TVs, but that's fine because today I'm actually not talking about TVs, as you already know because I recorded another bit, so this is basically all about editing. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next instalment of my daily vlog. Bye! Is anything else much? No, yeah, there you go, that's the process. And, okay, so this section of it has taken, I don't know, 2 and a bit hours or something, maybe less actually. But then of course I still have to add all of this in. It's fine. I'll do that in a minute.